Hello, hello, and welcome to Chow Time. I am Spike Spencer. I'm still your host. Still in my kitchen. We're still making some food. Awesome, huh? Today we are going to be making a quesadilla. I call it a Quesa-Get Down-Dilla. I love quesadillas. I've done some other shows on salsa, pico de gallo, brekkie, taco wrap, some other things. I'm from Texas. I'm a Tex Mex boy. I've been all around the world. I lived in LA for I don't know, a long time. I lived in Australia for a couple of years, where they don't have Mexican, by the way. Sorry. And I love Tex-Mex. I was raised on it. It's in my blood. Salsa runs in my veins. So today I'm gonna make a quesadilla. I love quesadillas because it's just, I don't know, there's a mouthfeel to all the flavors. It's Tex-Mex in a neat little package that I just love. So the first thing I'm gonna start out with, you're gonna have two tortillas, and they're usually wheat tortillas or flour tortillas, because the corn tortillas, if you put them in, they will become like crunchy. So nothing wrong with that, but it's not really a quesadilla, okay? And then it becomes more like a Mexican pizza taco thingy because it gets crunchy, which is also pretty cool. You can always put one in the middle of this and make it kind of a crunch wrap quesadilla, whatever you want. So, but I'm going to start with browning one of these. This is not the one that I'm going to be utilizing for the main portion of the quesadilla. This is the one that's going to go on top because I like a little bit more crunch. So I want to see if I can get that browning on both sides so that I'll have a little more crunch in there. I love it when there's it's a softness and a crunchiness at the same time. And you get all the flavors. It can melt. Anyway, while that's doing that, you can use, it's usually going to be a meat of some sort, maybe some veggies of some kind, and a lot of cheese. A lot of cheese. I'm going to make this real simple. If you have something left over, this is the perfect time to utilize those. We have some steak. We had some ribeyes last night. The kids didn't finish their steak. So I'm going to take some of this ribeye, get some of this gristle out of there. Some of it's a lot. You know, you pay a lot for that steak, and then you go, I'm going to get rid of half of it. And there we go. So we're going to crunch that up a little bit. I'm going to make it, should I make it lengthy? No, I'm going to chop it like that. Because if I chop it like that, I'll get a little more in each bite. Yay, that sounds great. There we go. All right, let's split this over. It's cooked a little on one side. There we go. Yeah, a little bit of texture, not bad at all. We're going to cut up an onion. As if you've been watching me, you know I love onions as the base so much. And in a quesadilla, I really like a lot of onion to give it a little bit of crunch in there. I mean, it's not going to be crunchy because it's not going to be raw. I'm going to saute it for a second, just to give it a little oomph. Maybe a little garlic in there with that. Let's take some of that. I remember, it's funny because I still know the call sign for it. I worked at, on the border in Houston, down off of Gessner, many, many years ago. I also worked at Quayar's Mexican Cafe, which, Quayar's, man, that was so good. And it was crazy. So tasty. And I loved working there because it was just, the flavors were amazing. And that's where I got my name, Spike, by the way. Sam, bartender, how are you, dude? You're out there somewhere. All right. Now, that is, see that little smoky smoke? All right. Let's pop this in there. So now I've got this one that has a little heat to it, a little something going on. I'm going to put that over here. And now that one's working. Actually, I'm going to take that off for a second. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the onions in there. That's what I'm going to do. Onions. Let them sizzle for a minute. And then I'll take them back out and put them in the middle. I'm also going to do, so you may not like a little bit of heat. I like a little bit of heat. I like spicy. Have you seen my wife? Yeah. You guys know Kimmy, she's spicy. So I like to have some jalapeno. All right, I'm going to knock some of that out. If I want a Quesa-Get Down-Dilla, it's got to have some pop. This one is going to have some pop. Get rid of those seeds, though. Although now as a homesteader, you know, I might cultivate those seeds so that I can plant some jalapenos later, but, you know, I'm not too worried about that. I have some jalapeno plants that aren't really doing much anyway. So, saute. I'm throwing my jalapeno first. I want to get that broken down. I don't need to overcook the jalapenos too much because, you know, they got a nice bite. And as I've said in the past when I'm chopping up jalapenos, do not touch yourself in any way, shape, or form. In any way, shape, or form. When you have jalapeno. I'm telling you. Don't do it, man. You will not like the outcome. Oh, anyway, so I was saying I worked On the Border and Cuellar's and some other places, but and I still remember Nacho, OTB, both. That was the call for their nachos that were my favorite, and it was they had the fajita chicken and fajita beef and little beans. And by the way, you could put beans on here if you wanted to. Not really a quesadilla thing, but you know, like all my recipes, I tell you, do whatever the hell you want. It's America. And don't get me started. Do whatever you want, throw things in there, and it is unlimited what you can put in a quesadilla. Seriously. I'm going to chop up a little cilantro, throw in there. Let that cook a bit along with it. And that's almost done right there. That's pretty much it. I'm just going to take it out. Here we go. Get a little sizzle, a little hot. Oh, yeah. All right. Pop that in. Turn the heat down just a little bit so I don't burn the crap out of that. So what I'm going to do with this quesadilla, so it's, again, tortilla and then stuff. But you got to structure this. You got to understand how quesadilla is going to work. I'm going to put a little bit of cheese on the bottom. Oh, shoot. I wanted to turn that one over. That's all right. I'll put a little bit of cheese on one side here. Let that melt. Because, again, that's going to be the glue, right? So I'm going to put my filling here. Now, sometimes you're going to do a quesadilla that is a very large tortilla. And they flip it over in half. That's fine. You can do that if you want. I have smaller tortillas, so why not just make a layer? So that's what I'm going to do. What I'm doing right now. Right in front of you on camera. So there's proof that I have done so. All right, let me show you what we're doing here. This is where it's going. All right, I'm going to move these back on here. So I've got the tortilla, we've got some cheese, and I've got my filling. Let me move those things in so that they will be part of the quesadilla. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Loving it. See the bottom here, make sure I'm not burning the crap out of it. Oh, looking good. Okay. Now that we've got the level of, we get the cheese and all the stuff on, now we're going to pile up the other cheese on the other side. Here it comes. Do not be stingy with your cheese. One of the wonderful things about a quesadilla is that cheese that is just that extra cheese. Almost like when you have a pizza and you go, and the cheese just, oh yeah, I'm that is good stuff. I love it. I do. All right, here we go. Put that on top. Let that do its thing for a minute. And we are good to go here. Quesadilla. All right. Now, on the plate, something that I love to do, there was something that On the Border always did, and most of your Mexican restaurants, you're going to find this is the finishing on the plate. They're going to have, in Tex Mex, you're usually going to have pico de gallo. You're going to have salsa all over the place. I mean, salsa is going to be on the side. But a pico de gallo, sour cream, and usually guacamole or something similar. So what I'm going to do, I've got an avocado yogurt that I made. It's kind of guacamole-ish-esque, you might say. All right, this is cooking away. I'm going to flip this. Let's see how we're doing. I hope I haven't burned it. 1, 2, 3, flip. It's a little brown. Not too bad. Probably use a little more cheese there. See? It's nice and charred, a little charred, that's good. I like a little crunch to it, so that's fine. I've got pico de gallo here that I made. That's another show. I highly recommend you watch it. And pico de gallo in the middle here, I don't want to get all the wetness there, so I'll pop some on the side here. La, 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 la. There we are. We got our pico de gallo. And then, of course, sour cream. Sour cream. Now, this is the thing. This is the thing about Tex Mex. You're going to find some funky, fun stuff with cheese, sour cream, all that kind of junk. You're not going to see a lot of that in Mexico, per se. But I was around in the 80s when Mama Ninfa got popular and popularized fajitas and all that good stuff. There you go. Nice. So I'm going to set this on the side. We're going to take this off. Whew. All right. Now, so this one is, normally if you have the quesadilla flipped over, it encases everything on one side. This one's more open. So it's more like, I say, more like a pizza, right? But here, take a look at that. Ooh. Astounding. Now, we're going to cut it across. Cut it just like a pizza. I will cut it in 4 pieces, just like a pizza. First pizza, I cut it in 8 pieces, whatever. Now, take our, ooh, there was the cheese. Let's do here, a little bit here, that, a little bit here. Oh my God, look at his plating. It's amazing, isn't it? Is it gorgeous and beautiful? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh my God, there's so much Valley Girl in me. That comes from marrying a Valley Girl. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I give you quesadillas. There you go, right there. Quesadillas. I love my quesadillas. Look at that. That is amazing. Oh, yes, sir. I love quesadillas. And yes, you have to say it like that. Quesadillas. Quesadillas. However you want to say it, I don't care. However you want to make it, however you want to cook it, however you want to serve it, I don't care. It's all up to you. This is such a great dish. You have so many different ways of going with it. You can make breakfast quesadillas, lunch quesadillas, dinner quesadillas, high tea with the queen quesadillas. Whatever you want to do it and have fun. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let's talk in the comments. Ask me questions. Talk about the food. If you like it, if you don't like it, keep it to yourself. Totally fine. No problem. I love you. Okay, cool. This has been Chow Time. This is my kitchen. I'm Spike Spencer, and I've had a great time with you. So please come back and see me soon. And then